The FBI needs to search the University of Delaware archives, and they need to search Hunter Biden's home and business addresses.
And that was Texas Republican Senator Ted Cruz calling for an FBI investigation of Joe Biden's son over classified documents found at the president's Delaware home. The White House has been under fire ever since it disclosed that Biden attorneys found classified documents and official records on 4 separate occasions at the office of the Penn Biden Center in Washington and at Biden's home. A special counsel has already started investigating, but calls for the FBI to join in are pretty serious.
Just as an addendum to this, the news came out today, I'm sure you saw it, that former Vice President Mike Pence, a friend of both of ours, he's found some classified documents, I think at his home in Indiana, not in his office. What do you make of that?
Oh! Pence had classified documents lying around as well. Surely Ted Cruz is going to be consistent and demand the FBI investigate the Pence situation. Right?
Oh, look, the Mike Pence story, it's still early. Mike Pence, and as you noted, he is a good friend. He's a good man. He's explained where these came from. What his office has put out is that in packing up the vice presidential offices, that there were a couple of papers that were classified that were inadvertently put with non-classified materials. That was a mistake, but there's no reason to think it was anything but inadvertent.
Wait, what? No reason to think it was anything but inadvertent? Mike Pence is a good friend? It's still early? Huh? Senator, just 30 seconds earlier, you were calling for an FBI investigation of Hunter Biden over Joe Biden's classified documents.
A very serious problem of criminal liability and major crimes.
But because Mike Pence is a friend and a Republican, we don't need the FBI for him? It is not unusual to see politicians flip-flop, engage in verbal gymnastics, and show their total hypocrisy. But to literally see it all happen in one breath is amazing. And again, this is Ted Cruz. And perhaps nothing about him should ever surprise anybody. Cruz has a unique ability to lie with a perfectly straight face. And he doesn't even twitch when he decides to contradict himself in a matter of seconds. That kind of skill is frightening. Anyway, President Biden donated his sealed Senate records to the University of Delaware in 2012. Ted Cruz has repeatedly called on the Justice Department to search those papers. However, the University of Delaware has said that only Biden and his designees have access to the papers until 2 years after Biden leaves public office. Nonetheless, the Justice Department has appointed a special prosecutor to look into the Biden matters. And for the record, a special counsel has FBI agents available to help. So any call for the FBI to investigate is redundant and being said only to grab attention. Ted Cruz, an attention grabber? Yeah, I hear ya. Tell us something we don't know. Anyway, the news just broke that former Vice President Pence had also mishandled sensitive classified materials. According to Pence's attorney, a small number of documents bearing classified markings were recently found at the Indiana home of Donald Trump's vice president. In both the Pence case and the Biden one, there is no indication they were aware of the presence of the records. And it appears the records were turned over within days of their discovery. The two developments stand in very stark contrast to how President Trump for months refused repeated requests from the National Archives to return classified material located at his Mar-a-Lago estate in Florida. Roughly 300 classified documents have been recovered from Trump's property since he left office in January 2021. After the FBI raided Mar-a-Lago in August, Cruz called it a politically motivated fishing expedition. Naturally, one imagines Ted Cruz after that statement jumping on the next boat to go fishing. There is hypocrisy and a total lack of self-awareness and self-respect. And then there's Ted Cruz. And I'm not sure the U.S. Senate has ever seen a more embarrassing blowhard. I'm David Shuster. Thanks for joining us. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section.